time travel. It's something we all think about, isn't it? You see it everywhere. Films, science discussions.
Absolutely. It captures the imagination.
And, we were looking at the source, The Physics of Impossible Time Travel, for today's deep dive. And it had this really interesting initial thought.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Basically, if time travel was happening, we might not even realize it. Because, things would just constantly be shifting around us as timelines get altered.
Oh, wild. Right.
This is a fascinating angle.
But the main goal today is to dig into why this source actually argues it's likely an impossible dream. Apparently, it's baked into reality itself.
That's right. The core argument here, the really foundational piece from the source, is about what happens as time passes, like every single second.
Okay.
The atoms and molecules, the building blocks of everything, us, the air, this desk, they don't just stay put perfectly. The source points to quantum effects, interactions. Basically, these particles subtly disperse. Their exact state kind of unravels. Unravel, like they disappear.
Not disappear, exactly. More like they drift. They lose their precise original configuration. It's happening constantly, but you can't see it.
Okay. So, like invisible sand slipping through your fingers? Sort of.
That's a decent way to think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fundamental to why actual time travel might be off the table.
Right. So if everything's always subtly shifting, constantly unraveling, like you said, what does that mean for going back?
Well, that's the crux of it.
Even if you could somehow, magically collect all those dispersed particles from, I don't know, yesterday afternoon, this source says you could never put them back together exactly as they were. It mentions too many possibilities, too many tiny differences.
Precisely. And when it says too many possibilities, it's really talking quantum mechanics.
Okay. It's not just like mixing paint colors wrong.
No. Think about it. Every single particle has properties like quantum spin, energy level,
Yeah.
all existing improbabilities until they interact. To perfectly recreate even 1 second ago, you'd need not just the right atoms, but every single subatomic particle within them in the exact same state with the exact same interactions.
That sounds incredibly complex.
The number of variables is just astronomical. It's beyond calculation. The source frames it as a statistical impossibility because physical processes are fundamentally irreversible at that level.
So it's not just difficult. It's like the universe fundamentally prevents perfect reruns, like trying to unshatter a vase whose pieces have, blown away and changed shape.
That's a very good analogy. The pieces themselves have fundamentally changed and dispersed.
Wow. Okay, so that constant atomic drift. It basically means there's no fixed past moment to even travel back to, not in a perfect sense.
Exactly. The past is always receding and changing at this fundamental level.
Which makes that idea about shifting timelines kind of irrelevant if the original timeline isn't even perfectly preserved second by second.
Right.
But then, what about the future? If the past is this sort of unrecreatable thing, does this particle dispersal idea say anything about what's ahead?
It does. The source suggests the future, by contrast, is this vast realm of infinite possible situations.
Infinite.
Because its particles haven't settled yet. They haven't locked into a definite configuration. It's all just potential probabilities waiting to happen.
So traveling to the future wouldn't be like arriving at a set destination.
More like stepping into one possible outcome out of countless ones that are still, taking shape. It's not solid ground yet.
This is getting pretty mind-bending, and it gets personal too, doesn't it? The source brings up this really deep point.
About identity.
Yeah. If you could somehow step out of time and back in, would you even be the same you? The same collection of atoms and experiences?
That's a crucial implication.
That really throws a wrench in the whole, fantasy of meaningful time travel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about the machine, it's about whether you survive the trip intact.
Precisely. It shifts from an engineering problem to a fundamental one about existence. If you are tied to the exact configuration of your particles right now, and that configuration is constantly changing and can't be perfectly replicated from the past, then stepping outside that flow is problematic for identity.
The you going in might not be the you coming out because the universe itself doesn't allow perfect copies of past physical states.
That seems to be the core argument, yes.
So wrapping this up, this deep dive really highlights a profound argument against time travel, not from paradoxes, but from basic physics, the constant, tiny changes in everything, every second.
It really reframes how we might think about the past and future, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They aren't just points on a line.
Definitely.
And maybe this leaves you, the listener, with something to think about. If every moment is unique, fundamentally unrepeatable, because reality itself is always subtly shifting, how does that change how you view the moments passing right now? Or even perhaps your own sense of self within that constant, irreversible flow of time?